here where I have the diaper bag just chilling. Because, yeah, is there anything here? Oh, you know what? This, I really want to put in the cabinet because it's a one leaf wonder. It looks like it's actually going to put out a second leaf. It doesn't look very good, so I feel like it should not be on display in the plant room. Like, this is my showroom. You know how stores have their... She's crying. Or she's fussing. No, that's a real cry. Okay. You know how stores have their like showroom where they show off their very best of the best? Well, that's what this plant room is for me. So can't have anything looking mid. Anyway, I'm gonna go get the baby. I did not get that much done at all. You know newborns, how they'll like cry for a second and they'll stop for like an hour and you're like, okay, am I still free? She just did that. Okay, well, guess I still have time. That looks better there. Even though it's a one leaf wonder, I think that looks good. And this is gonna go in the cabinet once I clear up space. But I'm gonna go grab those plants that need to be like repotted and rearranged. Let's do a little bit of repotting. She's like cooing up there, but she's not awake. I don't know where my white repotting tarp is. It's somewhere in this room because I cleaned, and every time I clean I lose things because I put them places and then I don't remember where. I think that I'm gonna have to use this pot for the linearis because there's just a lot here. So I've got this one that I've been rooting in sphagnum moss in this cup and net pot situation. Like this is basically like a semi-hydro situation, more or less thrown together. So I don't know what the root system on this looks like, but it does appear that there are roots. Wow, that stays like wet with this wick right here. Pretty cool. It stinks, that's for sure, but it makes it pretty easy to pull all of this apart. Oh yeah, there's some good roots on all of this. Like this is all holding together like pretty tightly. I am just very gently pulling the spag off. I'm not going to get all of this off, but I want to get a good majority of it off, but I don't want to damage the root system because it is a little bit small, but it'll definitely keep growing. So as I was saying earlier, my baby is a breastfed baby. So I'm up in the night doing feedings and all of that kind of stuff. And in the beginning, it was really hard to stay awake through all of that. Like that was probably the thing that I struggled with the most. That's probably the thing that most parents struggle with the most in the beginning, is just like feeding through the night, whether it's off of your body or if it's through a bottle, whatever it means, the baby is needing to eat through the night. So staying awake was one of the hardest things, and something that I experienced that I've actually heard other people online talk about, like after I started looking it up, was this, it's not like a phenomenon, but it's just like this brain thing that happens. Look at all of those roots. Oh my gosh, there's even like pieces of plant in here that like grew down into the water, but I'm not gonna try to pull that out because there's just roots coming out of it and it's gonna look weird. Anyway, so it's this thing where you wake up thinking that you've brought the baby into your bed under the covers, and so you wake up frantically like searching the bed for the baby. And I did that, like, I don't even know, like almost every single night for like a couple of weeks. It was terrifying. I used to sleep with a stuffed animal, Barry. If you know, you know. I cannot sleep with Barry anymore because of this reason. I feel like this is like way too many roots for this pot. I just think that I've already outgrown this pot with the roots. Should I just do it anyway? Because these roots need to acclimate to soil. These are all water roots. She's making noise. She might also just be trying to fart. There was several times where I was just so exhausted that I finished feeding her and put her down, but I didn't remember that I put her down. Like, I didn't even remember that I finished feeding. So like in my dream that I would be having, I would be feeding her and then I would like wake up, or maybe it wasn't a dream. Like, I honestly don't know, but I would wake up having forgotten that I finished feeding her. Like, I didn't even know how I got into bed. I didn't remember putting her down. I didn't remember getting into bed myself. And I would just be totally freaked out that I had her under the covers with me because I was holding my berry stuffed animal. So I then started to just like hug a pillow to sleep because I need to be like holding something. So to fix that, I just realized that I needed to be like much more awake when it came to feeding her, because I was like nodding off pretty much the whole time I was feeding her. We both were. She was really hard to keep awake in the beginning when it was time for feeding. Where's my little cup? Oh, here it is. So some of the things that I did were like watching movies or like watching shows that I really like and playing games on my phone. And one of the games I was introduced to is June's Journey, who also is sponsoring this video. June's Journey is like a 1920s mystery game. You're like looking on the screen for certain object. You're designing like an island type of thing. So if you like, you know, like interior design, or if you like tidying or anything like that, there's also some like cleaning elements to the game. Basically, it's just pretty engaging and has kept me awake for the last, I don't know, week or so. And I have not had that thing where I wake up wondering where the baby is. It's just been nice to like have something a little bit different to do while I'm awake. All hours of the night. Also, since it's set in the 1920s, it has like a really cool vintage vibe. And you guys know, or if you don't, I sew. And I just love vintage fashion and like all that kind of stuff. I love going to vintage stores, so it kind of feels like I'm in a vintage store as well. Looking through all of the different scenes and events and objects in the game. It's just kind of cool to see all of that too. Looks so nice. I love it. So if you're looking for something to occupy your time or, you know, keep you awake if you are in a situation like me, you can download it for free from your app store. It's just a beautifully curated game, lots of beautiful scenes, very colorful. And so yeah, you can download it by just clicking the link in the description box below, or by scanning the QR code that's currently on the screen. So thank you so much to June's Journey for sponsoring this video. This soil that just came out of this pot is still so nice. I think it's like rather recent, but I need to pot this in with my other epipremnum because I don't need two separate epipremnums that are like medium size. So I like to combine my plants when that happens. This one has actually recently attached to this plank, and it didn't attach until it got to like right here, which I'm super annoyed by because now I have to find a way to like add on here. And I thought I felt roots coming out the bottom. Baby has woken up. Bless me. Okay, so I was able to get quite a bit done, honestly. If it was just a regular day, I'd be very satisfied with that. But since I'm filming, I want to do a little bit more, and she's content in a bouncer next to me. So everybody gets to hear some baby sounds probably. And I am going to finish up my plant chores. So I really would normally just completely unpot this, but I want to find a way to not have to do that, but I don't think it's going to be possible because that's quite the root system to like shove in this small area. I don't even remember what I was talking about before Miss Princess woke up, but I'm going to be so distracted now. I love her so much. Oh, here's what I can tell you. I filmed my birth story and it's on my vlog channel. So if you want to go watch that, I'm gonna be posting over there a little bit more often coming up soon. Oh, also I think I was able to do it. I'm just gonna stick that right there. I'm gonna use this old soil. I think that is actually gonna work out great. So it looks a little weird, I'll be honest. It always looks a little weird when you do that, but I don't need two of these in two different places. As I mentioned, I would like this to go up on the wall because I've been trying to like grow it around this like little wood piece, but it's just not happening. So I'm gonna see if I have a pot with a lip that would be suitable. Look at how nice this would look. Oh, never mind. It doesn't fit. Okay, so I can't find a smaller one, so I think it's gonna have to be this one. And I'm just gonna have to put it on the edges of the wall. Oh, you can't see it at all. The edges of the plant wall, the ladder doesn't really go that far. So, or like I never have a need for it to go that far. Oh, there's a spider. What you doing, dude? I'm about to like completely uproot this plant. Oh, you've got a web connected. Let me put you over in this plant. Can you hang out in there? Okay. Relocated a spider. I have a lot of house spiders, and not a lot. Okay, not a lot. Let me be clear. But I will find an odd house spider here and there. And it doesn't really bother me, like, at all. I mean, I think that might freak out some people. It used to freak me out a lot when I would find spiders because I lived in Arizona, okay? I think